probably, as I step on it. Now. See? There you go. So I was originally not planning to film a video for this build, as I myself am still casting doubts on it, and the design itself needs some definitely needs some revision here and there. But however, I nonetheless decided to film a brief introduction just for the record. For those who wishes to analyze deeper, you may find more details in the post link down in the description. So in a nutshell, this was a study on standardization and modernization of the original archetype Colletière Charavines crossbow. I hope I pronounced it right. Attempt on finding the cheapest and easiest method of shooting a bow without any formal training whatsoever, and further provide a model for a crossbow design in all-wood construction. From my research on the bow designs, the bow length of 4 feet was deduced to be the bare minimum length for wooden bow, regardless of the draw lengths. The bow draws approximately 88 pounds at 22.5 inches. Now, this is asking too much from this unbacked and decrowned stave, which is only 4 feet long in length, as we can clearly see from these signs of repair, which is silk wrapping soaked in linseed oil. But even after several reinforcements of such, the bow yet decided to raise few more, at which point I have given up addressing them. I do not have a concrete idea on when this bow will explode eventually. The tiller was designed to be approximately 1 meter long, which was believed to be the maximum length to comfortably carry and wield. But when fully assembled, even with those carefully determined, the most compact dimensions, it still resulted in quite a hefty setup, although not too terribly unmanageable in size. To give it a general spec, I started off from 60 by 45 millimeter, and the draw lengths of 22.5. Then there's this 1 centimeter of dip at the notch. And the stock continues on with the trigger mechanism. So one of the crucial mistakes I've made in this build is that I should never have made the stock out of the sugar maple. I just simply never thought that the wood could be this heavy. The total weight of this crossbow weighs about 3 kilograms, and the bow itself weighs only about 400 grams, which implies that the stock weighs at least 2.5 kilograms. Length of pull for the thumb trigger is measured starting from the inner hinge of the elbow to the tip of the thumb. My own measurement was approximately 12 inches. The center of the rear aperture sight hole is 2 inches above the cheek weld. This measurement was directly referenced from that of common contemporary gas-operated firearms, whose straight comb buttstocks are directly in line with the bore axis. So the sight adjustments are made on the front sight, whereas the rear sight is just a fixed member. What you do is just turn the screw, the wing nut, and go either up or down, or by side to side. Unfortunately, I don't have 2 hands available, so this is as far as I can go. So this is a front sight post, disassembled from the plate. And incidentally, this was actually carved from a hex-headed bolt. You can see some decorative filings I've done. Hope you can see that. M6 bolts are used to fasten the parts to the tiller. It is generally not acceptable to fasten machine threads directly into wood without inserts, and is still in question whether such use is adequate. To string the bow stringer is hooked over the buttstock and the bow is strung. This bow has brace height higher than necessary, not by design but by mistake, as this linen string was mistakenly built too short. For the best efficiency, brace height must be as low as possible, but just high enough that the string does not touch the front side base after release. And also, it is important to note that while you can both chest load, like that, and pull it from the ground, it is generally not recommended to load it in from the chest. The thing about the skein lock is that you have to pull and then push down into the notch, okay? And it is difficult to push the string down into the groove if you're chest loading. The trigger lever is overall 12 centimeters long with a lever ratio of 1:3. However, with this 88 pounds of draw weight, this ratio resulted in significantly heavy trigger pull. You can clearly see that I'm having difficulty with release. Trigger assembly block was built into separate parts for better accessibility to the notch, but this turned out to be a poor design and needs to be revised. The presence of the bolt stop pin blocks the bolt from moving too far back and clogging the pass of the bowstring. So I've never heard of this feature before on any other crossbows I've ever met or read or heard, whether they've been commercial or historical, which is having a bolt pre-loaded in the barrel, but not drawn or cocked, they say. You actually just, when you're ready to shoot, you just cock it back. And you're immediately ready to shoot. Being a skein lock and having a bolt stop pin makes it possible. Otherwise, I cannot think of any other configurations that would allow this feature. But nonetheless, you can still chest load it. Although it's a little bit long for even for my long arms. Yeah. Oh fuck. Wow, that's. I think that's gone for good. I actually expect it to happen anytime soon, so I'm not too terribly surprised. Just look how deep that crack propagates into the limb. So that is it for this crossbow, unfortunately. I wanted to shoot it for the last time before I wrap up this video, and I won't draw a bow with a crack. I actually feel very lucky that it didn't split in half and slap my face or something. You know, I'm wearing glasses for a reason. I nonetheless feel very lucky that this bow survived until now, and hopefully get the idea of what I was trying to build. It took me, give or take, about 9 months from conceiving the idea to finish. Though I didn't quite like the end product and moved on to the next project straight away. So with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you again on the next episode.